This week we interview the co-writer of the Florida Project film.
Then we have a blast in the past at the new Extreme Dinosaurs, the exhibition.
Plus the latest theme park news and more coming at you from the attraction studio at Fun Spot America
right now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
So it's a November, so you know what that means.
Fa la 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 la.
Christmas time.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people say too early, but I know Disney was already celebrating Halloween in August, so
that's true.
We always do things early.
It's never too early in Orlando, I would say, because when you come down on vacation, you want to celebrate the season, and that's what we're doing.
Exactly, and some of the parks have already got their decorations up. I saw some decorations even going up in October.
Yep, there's Christmas in Seuss Landing now. The Sea of Trees, of course, at SeaWorld are up, and
new this year, Christmas in the Wizarding World, and they've already got some of their stuff up as well.
I can't wait. It's going to be so pretty.
It's the most wonderful. All right, enough singing. So, what is there something you're excited about this year? Because there's some new Christmas stuff coming this year.
Honestly, all the new stuff going on in the Wizarding World.
Yeah,
that's what I'm excited about.
I think I'm excited for the Sunset Season greetings over at Hollywood Studios, and I'm sure we'll have looks into all of that in the coming weeks. Right now, let's get to some news that's happening right now with News in the Queue. This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount theme park and attractions tickets. Visit undercovertourist.com.
So when it comes to the news in the queue, everything is awesome.
Absolutely, and so is the news that a brand new Legoland will be opening by 2020.
Legoland New York will be based in the town of Goshen, approximately 60 miles from New York City.
In addition to the park, there will also be a 250-room hotel and over 500 acres for future expansion.
It's awesome that we're getting a new Legoland, and in such an area of the country that doesn't really have a big main theme park. I mean, there's some Six Flags up north, right, but nothing like Legoland.
I know. It is. I think New York is a great place to have it, and everybody loves Lego still. It's still very relevant, so
exactly.
It's awesome.
I think I saw that this will have seasonal hours because obviously it gets very cold up there, so they'll probably be open from like March or April until October, November. But still, like new Lego stuff.
A new park.
New Lego stuff.
Fun
I'm
stuff.
excited. I'll be excited to see how much of the rides from other Legoland parks will be going into the new Legoland, or if it's going to be all new rides, or how that's going to work.
Yeah,
so.
It seems we need to be heading to New York in a few years here. I'm looking at you, Matt.
And that's not the only place we need to travel to. Next year, Universal Studios Japan is premiering a brand new nighttime parade.
The parade will be named Universal Spectacle Night Parade Best of Hollywood.
It'll feature Harry Potter, Despicable Me, Jurassic World, and for the first time ever at Universal Studios Japan, Transformers.
The parade route will be over 550 meters long and will feature projection mapping on the surrounding buildings and floats.
Why can't we have these nice things?
This is so cool. Well, just the fact that Harry Potter is in a parade with other movies is amazing.
That's big.
Yeah.
You could literally take this and put it here because all of those franchises are here at our parks as well. So maybe we'll see an announcement in the future.
Jurassic World float.
Right? Like a giant T-Rex is like chomping down toward the guests. Oh my gosh.
I think we'll, give it a few years. You never know.
And plus the projection mapping on floats, I'm wondering how that's going to work because they're going to be moving.
That's huge. That's amazing.
I can't wait to see this. Now, just in case you can't make it to Japan in the next year, there's also something new coming to Epcot.
The SpectacuLAB will be an interactive show with real scientists and a tech-savvy intern.
During the show, guests can participate in the demonstrations and discover how scientific principles have inspired the technological advances of today.
This show will premiere in Innoventions East later this month.
I'm glad to see that Epcot's getting something new in the Innoventions area. It really feels like Innoventions has kind of gone to the wayside for a lot of things.
I know. I keep feeling like they're slowly trying to, phase it out, but it's nice to see something coming up. Like
and something entertaining and educational, which Epcot is.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to check this out. I'm definitely going to take my daughter Spencer to this.
Yep. Now, cooking, in a way, is a science.
Yes.
You need the formula of the ingredients, the right temperatures, and times. So I guess you could say a new laboratory is coming to Disney Springs.
You're technically right, but let's just say what it really is. 3 new Italian eateries are coming to the landing.
Maria and Enzo's will be an Italian trattoria set in the town's abandoned airline terminal from the 1930s.
The dining room will feature 50-foot ceilings with views of Lake Buena Vista.
It will also showcase artifacts that reference air travel of the time with maps and historic flight paths.
The second eatery attached in the same building is Pizza Ponte, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, a quick service location serving pastries, pizza, Italian sandwiches, and espresso.
Lastly, Enzo's Hideaway will be a speakeasy located in the Rum Runner tunnels that adjoin Maria and Enzo's.
Enzo's Hideaway will pour Prohibition-era cocktails at its tunnel bar and serve a casual menu of Roman dishes.
All 3 Italian-inspired eateries are expected to open this winter, but there is no exact date at this time.
This is kind of exciting to have like a hidden bar.
I know.
A speakeasy where you have to like go into the one restaurant just to access this one in the tunnels underneath the walkways of Disney Springs. That's kind of cool.
Love the idea of having a speakeasy there. And also the quick service, I think, it's always good to have more quick service options because there's more and more sit-down restaurants opening up at Disney Springs. So.
And if I'm not mistaken, the owners of these restaurants, the Bettina Group, are the same ones that own Via Napoli at the Italy Pavilion, and I love that place. So definitely expecting some good stuff here. More new things to eat at Disney Springs. Do you think it would ever be possible to walk through Disney Springs and eat at every single restaurant, like in a week's time?
In a week, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say in a day. That'd be too much.
I mean, also, I don't know if my wallet would be happy, but my stomach would be happy.
Yes. Well, after you eat, you can rest at a hotel. And speaking of which, there is a new Disneyland hotel expected to open in 2021, and it will completely transform the entrance to downtown Disney.
While currently unnamed, their resort will feature 700 rooms, a stop for the monorail, and sophisticated architecture with a focus on nature.
The rooms and public areas will give guests views of the downtown Disney district, and an upper-level restaurant and lounge will provide a view of the Disneyland Park fireworks.
With this new hotel, some of the current restaurants will have to either relocate or close down.
Yes, so right now, judging by the concept art, the places that are kind of in the acts are going to be Rainforest Cafe, their ESPN restaurant, AMC, and Earl of Sandwich.
Ooh.
That hurts.
That hurts.
Hopefully they're able to maybe relocate Earl to another area of downtown Disney, because I know it's very popular here and it's very popular there. So
can't get rid of Earl.
No.
Anything but Earl.
But also it's kind of crazy to me thinking that that their AMC theaters will go away, because I know Disney does hold a lot of events there.
They've got to relocate. I mean, that's huge. We'll see, but
the hotel is huge too. It looks great. Looks like it's gonna be a really nice addition with a monorail stop for there. Kind of reminds me of when the monorail used to stop at the Disneyland Hotel, and so cool. That'd be cool. Now they have a monorail resort, like we have monorail resorts.
Welcome everyone. For this week, let's go to Disney's Animal Kingdom and that treasure trove of hidden Mickeys, Conservation Station. Look for a hippopotamus. He's the 5th animal from the left at the bottom of the entrance mural on the left wall. A side profile Mickey is on its lower jaw under the middle tooth. Hard to see, but a great hidden Mickey.
The Mind Blower is now open at Fun Spot Kissimmee, and it's the world's most thrilling upside-down roller coaster. 2,300 feet of mind-blowing action, 50 miles an hour, and 12 points of air time. The only wooden roller coaster that goes upside down not once, but twice. Only at Fun Spot America do we offer rain checks and free parking. The Mind Blower is now open at Fun Spot Kissimmee, so come have your best day ever.
Orlando's parks are an ever-changing landscape, and you can read all about the latest developments in our fall 2017 issue. The future's looking exciting for Walt Disney World, and we break down all the big D23 Expo announcements. Say goodbye to a classic Disney attraction with our tribute to the great movie ride at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Geek is in, and you'll geek out over these cool Orlando bars. Plus the latest news, rumors, and more packed into every issue. Get your copy and subscribe today at attractionsmagazine.com in print or digital in our app on Nook or Kindle. Roar!
Oh, thanks. What are you doing?
Well, we aren't just covering dinosaurs, we're covering extreme dinosaurs. Therefore, I was just trying to be an extreme dinosaur.
Yeah, okay. How about we just let the exhibit show us the extremely awesome facts and lives of those prehistoric animals?
No. Don't worry. I got this, okay? Roar!
Okay, well, I'll be back. I'm just going to go cover the segment. Good luck, Banks.
Thanks, Elisa. Roar!
We are here at the Extreme Dinosaur exhibit, a brand new attraction opening up on International Drive in Orlando. Teresa, this place looks amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about where we are right now?
It's rocking today because we've gone back in time to both the Jurassic and the Cretaceous period. So going way, way back and meeting some extreme characters.
So as we go through the building, what sort of age range are you looking for a target audience?
Well, you know, dinosaurs are popular with everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're 5 or whether you're 95. Somebody's going to find an interest in dinosaurs. But I think the target audience is definitely families. And it's very family friendly. Even though this exhibition is designed on who fights who, it's very friendly. It's before the bloody battle begins, so it shouldn't be too scary for anybody. It should be very friendly. There's some great content in here and some really fascinating dinosaurs. As a matter of fact, I bet there's 1 or 2 dinosaurs in here that no one's ever heard of before, unless they're a real dinosaur aficionado. And based on the age ranges of kids and how much they know about dinosaurs, I probably will be proved wrong in the very first hour that we open.
That's super exciting. Can you kind of walk us through what guests can expect to see as they walk through the exhibit?
Well, I think and the very first thing that you're going to see is something unusual. And if I can point out one of the unusual guys right here is this gigantic Gigantoraptor. And he really fits his name, doesn't he? He is a full size, just as they found him in the fossil. But the interesting thing about this, even though it's this big, this was still a juvenile. He would have grown much, much larger. And this is going to give you an idea of what you're going to see here. Extreme size, extreme appearance, and feathers, because feathers are the hot new paleontology topic.
So aside from seeing the dinosaurs, what they looked like actually back then, they also have the skeletons for the fossils, which is really cool to see as well. This was a, here we go, Tujangosaurus. To a river lizard. You're going to hear me try to say a lot of words that I probably don't know how to say, but it's fine. So let's just see what else they got. So as you walk through and see some of these fossils, some of them are real and some of them were created as if what they would have looked like. An insider tip that is helpful for you guys is, if you walk around and see the people that work here, they can let you know which ones are real. Like this egg right here is actually a real fossil, an oviraptor egg. So really, really cool to see that up close and personal. So I see an Allosaurus peeking around the corner there. Definitely not our dino. But if we were on Dinosaur right now in Animal Kingdom, this Stegosaurus is all we would need to get through the ride. That's all we need. It's great. Beautiful. So we learned that a lot of the names for these fossils and dinosaurs have actually paleontologists have just made up over time. Sometimes maybe based on where they found them or certain, attributes to the dinosaur themselves. This one right here is an Omyosaurus and a Shunosaurus. They might not look that bad, but that is on the end of the tail and it will whack you. So I'm gonna weigh myself and see how I weigh up compared to other dinosaurs. Hopefully it doesn't tell you my weight, that's weird, but let's see. Calculating. It would take 53.2 microraptors to equal the weight of just one of me. Wow. All right, so I personally like this guy right here. It's called a Mamenchisaurus. They're really, 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 really tall. They could be up to 115 feet tall, which is crazy. They're from Asia and up to 150 1,000 pounds. So this little guy behind me, the Microraptor, is what I was being compared to on the scale earlier. So 53 of those equals 1 Elisa. That's crazy. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did. If you'd like to come check out Extreme Dinosaurs, it's now open on International Drive right next to the Titanic exhibit. It's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., but you got to get here at 5 p.m. for last admission. If you'd like more information on prices and tickets, go to dinosorlando.com.
Need help planning your next vacation? Then check out MEI Travel. Our experts can help make vacation magic that is just right for you, your family, and your budget. Whether it's Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, a cruise, or other destinations, a free quote is waiting for you at meitravel.com.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
So if you haven't seen it yet, the Florida Project is out in limited theaters across the country. I recently saw it locally here at the Enzian Theater, and I fell in love with this film. It's getting universal critical praise, and right now we have one of the co-writers of the film, Chris Bergoch, with us.
Hey,
Chris,
thanks. Thank
nice
you.
to meet you. So,
thank you. You too.
I want to talk about this because it was all shot locally here in the 192 corridor, just right outside of Walt Disney World, and that's where it takes place. So where did the idea for this film first come in?
Yeah, the idea, I would come down to the Disney World Resort, Walt Disney World Resort, since I was 4. But my mom actually, we lived in New Jersey. My mom actually relocated to Kissimmee about 10 years ago. So I would come down here, borrow her car, go to the parks, and drive down 192 back and forth. One day at a red light, I remember seeing a bunch of children that didn't look like tourist children playing in one of the motels down closer to the far end.
Oh, yes.
Way past Magic Castle. And they didn't look like tourists, and I didn't really think anything of it. But then, going back and forth after noticing one bunch of kids, I noticed more kids at another motel, and then in another, and another, playing wiffle ball, playing hide and seek. And I started searching, doing some Google searches, and found out about this problem referred to as America's Hidden Homeless that's happening everywhere. But something about it happening in the shadow of the most magical place on earth kind of tugged on my heartstrings. And so I've worked with Sean Baker for many years now, since we met at NYU. And I called him and I said, I think there's a story to be found here through the point of view of these children.
And the story is great. And how much research went into properly portraying this section of 192?
Well, yeah, research for us is everything. Mm-hmm. We started researching it, like I said, in 2011, but we were working on a film called Starlet. It's on Netflix, and after Starlet, we thought this would be the next film, but it was very hard to get people interested in this idea. Maybe we weren't doing a good job pitching it, I don't know, but people were just sort of, their eyes were wandering, what else you got, what else you got? And so then we got segued into another film called Tangerine, which was much more of a small micro-budget, and then that opened doors for financiers to step in and help us out with this one. We were finally able to tell this story, and that's when the research really kicked in, and so for 2 years leading up to the shoot, we would take these research trips, Sean and myself and some of the producers, Sing Sao, and who, by the way, plays Mama San, and she's in this film as the wholesaler who sells the perfume to them. And we would just meet with locals. We would meet with people living at the motels or motel managers or anyone that would sit down and talk to us on and off for about 2 years.
You filmed it in the summer of 2016, correct?
Yes, we started last June 2016, July and August, the most humid time here.
I know, what a great time.
We needed to do it when the kids were out of school.
Right, of course. The motels featured, how did you come about filming? Was Magic Castle always the plan to film there?
It was, because that's the thing with this movie. One of the missions was that, before we even had a narrative thread or a story, we knew a couple of things. We knew that this was going to be told through the children's point of view. We knew it was going to revolve around a girl and her and a single mom, borrowing from the Disney tropes of just the single parents that you see in lots of Disney films, and And we knew that they were going to find their own magic outside the parks, and we were going to draw parallels to the parks. And so, you know, you had to have it take place in their version of the Magic Kingdom, which is they're living in their own castle. And so to them, that's pretty awesome.
And I definitely picked up watching the film those parallels, like they're out seeing cows, and that's kind of their Kilimanjaro.
Exactly. Yeah. Awesome that you got that. And yeah, they go to these abandoned condos that are now gone, and that's their haunted mansion. And we had more. We had so many because, like I said, I joke that I've been location scouting this movie since I was 4. And there, places like Orange World, I needed in this movie. The first time I ever came down here, I stayed in that what's a Travelodge now, I think, right behind Orange World. So there were places like that, the Wizard gift shop, and there were more. We had a pirate sequence because there was that old golf, a mini golf that was knocked down, and there were some remnants of it for a while, and that was going to be sort of a Pirates play sequence. And then, of course, the big one that still breaks my heart when I watch this movie that we don't get to see. There was going to be this beautiful sequence in Splendid China, which, as you know, was sitting there for years, rotting away, and time was just like battle damaging it, and it was so awesome. So Sean and I, on one of the research trips, snuck in there, and we're taking all these locations, and we were actually planning out what the shots would be, because they might not have been able to afford, you know, even a one-day non-park hopper price ticket to go into the parks, but they can make their own magic, doing their own made-up rides in Splendid China ruins. And then Jimmy Buffett came in with his bulldozers. I blame Jimmy Buffett for that.
So let's talk a little bit about the cast of this film. First off, you got Willem Dafoe in there, and probably one of my favorite performances by him. He's
wow, cool.
He's so charming, and yet he's strict. It's just such a great role for him. How'd you go? Did he audition, or did you approach him for that?
Oh yeah, he another reason why Tangerine opened these doors. I think he was a fan of Tangerine, and Sean's agency set that up, and they had a meeting. And yeah, the thing about it was we wanted to write a role for him when we found out that he was interested in working with us, that just let's show him in a way that we've never seen him before. He's so great at playing creepy bad guys and Green Goblin and that kind of thing, but we wanted to do something different with him, and so it's cool that I guess people are responding well to his performance.
Oh yeah, the scenes especially with him and Mooney I just love their dynamic together because it's stern, but yet he definitely cares about this little kid.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think Bobby, his backstory is probably a lot similar to many of the managers that we spoke with in this area, where maybe when Bobby got this job, he was just looking to be a motel manager. He didn't know he was going to become this surrogate father figure to these families, and he kind of fell into this situation that he might not have been even prepared for himself.
And you got Willem Dafoe in the movie, but I feel the true stars of this film are the kids, and these kids are just fantastic. Where did you find them?
Oh yeah, we're so lucky to have found them. I mean, little Brooklyn here, Brooklyn Prince, who plays Mooney, is actually a local. She was an actor in the system. She'd done a few movies locally in Florida, and we casted this film in a variety of ways. Jancy, played by Valeria Cotto, was not, she's a first-time actor who Sean discovered in Target on 192 when he was shopping one night, and just went up to her mom, Eve, and said, we're doing auditions, would you like to? Because we were trying to find any children to come in and audition for this movie as we could, because it was very difficult to find kids who could memorize lines and act and understand the scenes, but also be able to use their own imaginations in the role and just actually play. Because everybody's asking, how do these kids, act so naturally? And people almost think that it's a documentary, and it's actually a compliment to all of us, I think. It's a compliment to the writing. We work so hard to make this dialogue seem natural, and also the performers are so, even though they were 6, Brooklyn was so professional. It blows our minds. There's this one scene at the end where it gets very emotional, and Valeria, who plays Jancy, and Brooklyn, they had become friends. And they were sort of Valeria wanted to know if there was going to be a sleepover, if they were going to hang out at the parks this weekend, and Brooklyn was just like, Valeria, just give me a minute, because I have to concentrate. I need to cry right now, and just we could talk later. And it was incredible that they're only 6 and they knew. And
that's not to spoil it, but that is that leaves you heartbroken. But at the same time, that ending is also kind of, not spoiling it, up for interpretation.
Oh yeah, definitely. We wanted it to be, the script changed a lot in 5 years and it evolved a lot, but the ending never did, and we always knew the movie had to go there, and we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to pull off the ending. You'll know what I mean if you see this movie. But without even knowing, it was kind of a leap of faith. We always wrote it to end there because it was a very important reason, and it is that sort of open interpretation of it might not be a literal ending.
Well, Chris, thank you again so much for coming in and talking to us. The Florida Project is out in limited theaters right now. Keep an eye out. Follow them on Twitter. What's the Twitter account?
Oh, so the Twitter is at Florida Project and at Chris Bergoch and Sean Baker, the director, at Little Film.
Awesome. So keep an eye out. Go see this film if it's playing near you. It's excellent.
Thank you.
Fireworks are big, like really big, down here in Orlando. Nighttime spectaculars like illuminations and especially Happily Ever After don't have to be seen in the park. While the close-up view is amazing, large crowds do tend to fill up viewing areas fast. For your next vacation, try looking into new and unique locations to see these awesome shows. Happily Ever After at the Magic Kingdom can easily be seen from the Contemporary, the Polynesian, or the Grand Floridian. You can get a dinner reservation at any of these hotels to have a great meal and end the night with a bang. There is also the option to go to firework cruises at Epcot and Magic Kingdom. These include audio pumped right into the boat as you enjoy a crowdless view. Those seeking a high-end viewing experience can also soar above Epcot on a helicopter firework tour. Best of luck for amazing views and new experiences during these incredible nighttime spectaculars.
What's up, everybody? Mike and Edie here from Expansion Drive Podcast right here on attractionsmagazine.com. We're here to tell you about this awesome charity that we're doing next Saturday, November the 4th. For 24 hours, we're going to be playing video games. 24 hours! Oh my gosh! If you go to extralife.org, you'll learn all about it and look up Expansion Drive, and you'll be able to donate to our cause. We have a goal of $500. Now, granted, we want to get past that. So last year, I believe I raised around 300. So let's make it to like 1,000. Come on, you can help us out. It's all going to go to Children's of Miracle Network, and better yet, right here in the area, it's going to go to Arnold Palmer Hospital, benefiting those kids over there. So come along. We'll be playing maybe some Friday the 13th, Resident Evil 7, maybe get DVD and some VR games. That's quality. I'm just saying. So all day long, 24 hours. Make sure to go to extralife.org. Look up Expansion Drive. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And as always, too sweet.
Woo! Get hyped! Have you downloaded our free Attractions Magazine app? It features news articles as well as every issue of our magazine available right in the app. Plus, catch up on all episodes of the show and even view all of our online videos in one place. Download the app for free in the App Store today.
This week's birthday shoutouts go out to Mark Daniel, Jen Fischler, Sam Genoe, Michael Flesher, Cheryl Gamache, Randy Shirey, and one of our As Dreamers Do vloggers, Natalie Olenek.
Yay, happy birthday, everyone. And now we have a giveaway this week. Chris was very kind to bring a poster and sign for his film, The Florida Project. So
awesome.
You can head to our website, attractionsmagazine.com, look for this show in the blog posts, and you can enter right there. Good luck, everyone. Entries will close on Monday. And now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney, Universal, and Adventures by Disney. For a free quote with no obligation, visit meitravel.com.
And thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
And thanks to Fun Spot America, Central Florida's only family-owned theme park. They provide safe, clean fun in Orlando and Kissimmee. Visit fun-spot.com for tickets.
Please visit attractionsmagazine.com and follow our social media channels. Whether it be Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, there is a way to stay in the know about all things theme parks.
All right, so we talked a little bit about it at the top of the show. The holidays, Hollywood Studios, we're going to be going on Monday to preview this year's offerings, which I believe they start on the 9th, officially. I'm excited because of the Sunset Seasons greetings, the projections down the streets, although I'm still a little, like, weirded out seeing Tower of Terror as the Hollywood Toy Hotel.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll look great in person, and I'll fall in love with it. But right now, it's just like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, the concept art was a little bit alarming. It was like, oh, okay. But you're right; it's probably going to be absolutely stunning in person.
And then Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam will be coming back. They're going to add decorations to Echo Lake. They're putting a Santa hat on Gertie, so that's going to look really cute. Favorite thing I saw about the tower, and I kind of agree with this. Hopefully, I'm sure the projections will only be up for like a short time,
right?
But a kid's gonna see that and it's like, oh, the Hollywood Toy Tale. This will be a fun ride, Mommy, Daddy, take me on this. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna be in for a really rude awakening when they get in there.
That's true. It's not a toy hotel at all.
No, it's not. But it's my kind of toy hotel.
Yeah.
I think it's a toy hotel.
It's fine.
In my heart.
Yeah, in your heart of hearts. Lots of fun at holiday things coming up for sure.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all, have fun.
Whoa.
It seems to need, it's, whew,
It seems we need...
That was not good. But you know what? We haven't been using the lights at all.